Can I help you?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that Franco?
It is.
Okay, if he's out here...
Who's in there? Who's in your room?
There's no one in my room.
We heard a noise.
You heard a rat.
I don't have rats in my hotel.
You have ghosts in your
Please,
hotel.
you're gonna have to do better than that. Unless you want us to open the door for ourselves so we can walk in on whoever it is you're hiding.
You're like Mr. Suspicious Guy. Anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, call me paranoid, but I don't trust known serial killers.
Oh, no. Alleged serial killer. Nothing's ever been proven. In fact, all the charges have been dropped because I suffer from
Okay, he's stalling. I'll
medical...
control the artiste. You check and see what he's hiding.
You're going back to the hospital?
I'd like to check in on my daughter and grandson if it's all the same with you.
Have you forgotten that your less than loyal soldier Vince just gave you up to Sonny's goons?
No, he gave Julian Jerome up to Sonny's goons, a man who died 2 decades ago.
Except for the fact that he's standing right in front of me.
Yes, well, I've got a new identity, not to mention a new face to go along with my new life. Derek Wells, respectable businessman, so when we go after Sonny, he won't know what hit him. Although it really is a shame about Vince. I mean, he's the last person I thought would ever turn on me. No matter. Corinthos is still in the dark, and there's no way for my new identity to come to light. I mean, even if he does believe Vince's stories, there's no record linking Derek Wells to Julian Jerome. So when we hijack a shipment, Corinthos won't know where to look.
No one could ever accuse you of a lack of confidence.
Except there's one remaining hiccup. I have to make sure that Sonny's nowhere near the action.
Well, then you can thank me, brother dear. The night the deal goes down, Sonny will be more than occupied at my party.
You're having a party?
Yeah, I'm throwing it with Sonny, actually, to celebrate the union between his son and my daughter. And so while Sonny is toasting the happy couple, you'll be making off with his shipment.
What exactly did you do?
I went to see Sonny. We had a lovely chat. He really is a very interesting man.
Oh.
And something tells me that if he were firing on all cylinders, he would be quite a challenge. So we are fortunate that he's nearly crippled by grief at the moment. By the way, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's all wonderful, except I specifically told you to stay away from Sonny. Well, what the hell is wrong with you?
Carly, you can't go in there.
Why not? What don't you want us to find? Or who? Oh, you got someone kidnapped in there. You got him chained to the radiator.
I don't have radiators.
Well, she's chained to something. She's bound and gagged and desperately trying to get our attention.
Okay, don't you think you're going a little overboard here?
Okay, may I remind you, we're talking about Franco here, the man who considers death an art form. You know what? Enough stalling. Open the door.
Yeah, there's a woman in there.
There is?
Yeah. And do you have her held against her will?
No, she really wants to be there.
Oh, you're kidding. You got a hooker in there.
No, it's not a hooker. Because he doesn't have any money. Well, you didn't waste any time. How long was I gone? An hour?
Man works fast.
Yeah. Looks like you worked up an appetite. You went and got a snack, huh?
Carly, this is not what it looks like.
I don't care what it looks like. I don't give a damn. I mean, it's none of my business who you sleep with. It's not like you're gonna have me at all. You can stay here in my hotel. I just need a credit card. One that works.
You don't understand.
Oh, she understands perfectly. Come on, Carly.
Goodbye, Franco.
I hate to tell you I told you so.
But you're going to, I know.
Yeah, I told you so.
Did you go see Sonny? You are now planning parties with him.
Inspired, don't you think?
Not the word I'd use. And just so we're clear, staying away from somebody doesn't translate to co-hosting social functions with them.
As long as we're making things clear, you're not my boss.
This is business, Ava. I don't want you complicating the plan if you haven't derailed it entirely.
If you would stop lecturing me and just let me
What if you
tell
tipped him off? What if this little party of yours makes him suspicious? What if he starts asking questions and, I don't know, puts 2 and 2 together?
And comes up with absolutely nothing? You just got through telling me there is nothing that connects Derek Wells with Julian Jerome.
Yeah, except my sister, who's now planning parties with the guy that we're trying to take down.
Just give me a little credit, will you? I've been dealing with these people for months.
Yeah, and gotten exactly nowhere.
Are you serious? I'm the reason that Morgan met Kiki in the first place. Me, not you, Julian. So I would think twice before you forbid me to do anything. I'm the one who made sure they got married.
Finally. Hand over that gorgeous creature. Oh, yeah. Come to Mama. Ick.
Problem?
I'll say, this sandwich was pre-owned. Someone took a bite out of it. You brought me a used BLT.
No, I didn't, Heather. I wouldn't do anything like that to
Well,
you.
somebody took a bite out of it. It didn't bite itself.
I did that.
You?
Oh, yeah, just couldn't help myself.
Well, I can understand it is irresistible. Well, I do adore you, but germs are germs. Yeah. This is like heaven on earth. That's what I'm talking about.
You know, as much as I'm enjoying your reunion with your little sandwich, and as much as I would like to give the two of you some privacy, this is my suite. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
What is your problem?
What is my problem? You are my problem. You just ruined my life.
Why would you bring me here of all places? I mean, if you wanted to gloat, we could have just stayed at the restaurant at the Metro Court.
I wanted to put as much distance between you and that sleaze as possible. I mean, if that display doesn't convince you that he's a slime with the emotional depth of a gnat, no, you should listen to what I'm saying.
The same goal. Taking the used to be ours.
Wonder what the hell that's all about.
Thanking me for my genius instead of trashing my idea to throw a party with Sonny. Everyone will be completely occupied while you make your move.
You were completely missing the point. You knew how I felt about you making contact with Sonny, and you completely ignored what I said.
Get over it. I'm not one of your soldiers. We are equal partners in crime. Aren't we?
Okay, I recognize Derek Wells, but who's the woman?
Ava Jerome. My son's married to her daughter.
Is there a reason you're not saying hello?
Yeah, I can't stand her.
Why not?
Because the first time I laid eyes on her, she was kissing Franco.
Excuse me. How have I ruined your life? I haven't even left the room.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of the problem.
I don't follow you.
Carly heard you in here. Now she thinks that I'm sleeping with you. Well, not you, but someone, I guess, like you. And since my only other option was to tell her that I was harboring an escaped mental patient, I allowed her to think that that was the truth.
FYI, I'm not escaped. The folks over at the McCavish Institute don't even know I'm gone.
Great, thank you. That makes me feel so much better.
Oh, it certainly should. I mean, it saves them the trouble of a statewide manhunt.
Whatever. It would have been a disaster if Carly had found you in here, but now she just thinks I'm a sleaze.
Who cares what Carly thinks?
I care.
Why?
Because I care about her.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Since when?
Since... I don't know. A while. And I was starting to hope that eventually she would be able to return those feelings. But now that's just never gonna happen.
As far as I'm concerned, you dodged yourself a bullet there, baby. Literally.
Ava and Franco were up to something when I first met her, and I haven't trusted her since. Look at her. You can tell she's plotting something.
Last time I saw Mr. Wells, he was in a hospital gown. But now he looks like he stepped off the cover of GQ. And Ava's no slouch either. I mean, look at her.
You should consider your words more carefully, sister, because we're not going to be partners in anything unless you start running your ideas past me.
What difference does it make now? We couldn't have planned this any better if we tried.
And how's that?
As I was saying, Sonny is out of his mind with grief over the dear departed. Not to mention, he's bipolar.
What?
And he's on some pretty heavy-duty medication. But I put it in his mind that maybe he ought to skip it.
Bipolar mob boss off his meds. Well, that's either complete disaster or exactly the opening we need.
Admit it. I took care of keeping Sonny busy the night of the shipment. Now, if you excuse me, I have a party to plan.
That was too close, girl.
Who's there?
Ow, what was that?
I saw the text. Who is Jennifer, and why is she sending you pictures of her in her bikini? Oh, great, we have an audience here. Isn't that great? Do you like humiliating me? Do
My
you like making me
apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt. Aren't you Mrs. Jacks from the Metro Court?
Yes, do I know you?
Yeah, Derek Wells. I have an office space in your hotel.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've seen you around the hotel, but I've never introduced myself.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. I mean, I should have recognized you. Aren't you running the magazine that Connie Falconeri used to own?
Yeah, it was a tragedy what happened. It's a loss.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it right now. My art dealer friend was going on and on about these paintings I needed to buy, but I really wasn't in the mood for that. I mean, one of my trusted employees was just murdered. So I dismissed her for the day. I'm sure you saw her leave her here in a huff.
No, we were a little busy.
Okay, well, I'll let you get back to your conversation.
Yeah.
In case I forget to tell you, ow.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do.
No, it was a nice save, but damn, you got a hard slap. You think he bought our story?
I don't care if he did. He needs to worry if we bought his.
If you ask me, those brain doctors scooped out your common sense along with that tumor. Carly Jacks tried to have you killed. She's dangerous.
If Carly did try and have me killed, and I'm not saying that she did, don't you think I deserved it?
What are you talking about?
I've done despicable things in my life. I've done despicable things to Carly, to all the people she cares about. I felt like things were shifting in me. Carly looked at me like I might be changing. And I started to hope that I might have a normal life. Who knows? Maybe even a normal life with Carly.
Oh, lucky you.
Now that's all over before it even started. Never gonna get Carly to love me now.
Well, if it's any consolation, I still love you.
Don't tell me you had a problem with Mr. Homosexual Derek Wells.
What are you talking about?
Don't knock it. A man like that could help you erase the picture of Franco and his groupie doing paint by numbers in the hotel room. You know what I mean?
I don't suppose you brought seconds.
Sadly, Heather, all the bacon in the world is gone.
Don't even joke about that.
You're right. That's mean. I'm sorry.
Well, I better get going back to the Institute before they realize I'm gone. Don't take this the wrong way, but hanging around with a heart-sick birthday boy isn't the way I want to get caught.
You know, I don't blame you.
Oh, cheer up, Frankie. I'm sure someday soon you'll find a woman that's worthy of you, and she'll turn that frown into a smile.
I don't know about that.
I can tell you one thing. You could sure do a lot better than Carly Jacks.
I'm finished discussing Franco with you.
Okay, that sounds like a step in the right direction. Mr. Hot Off the Press sounds like he'd be more than capable of providing a
And
distraction.
you accuse me of having bad taste in men. There is no way that Ava Jerome is his art dealer. Derek Wells is lying through his teeth.
Okay, if it wasn't about art, then what was it about?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Why is that?
Well, better way to take your mind off the weasel with an easel than to dig up dirt on Derek Wells.